Tell me you feel it. The weave shudders. I fear what comes next.
I think RL faked something that doesn't agree with her.
Don't mock. She's tied closer to the world than we'll ever be.
You believe her?
Yes.
There is madness enough in the Empire without these brat men.
Can't argue. Did you hear of Shalia's temple in Altdorf?
No?
One of the Silent Sisters went insane. Gutted and ate her fellows. All dark wounds in their blood.
A fine night for slaughter, eh, Dory?
Have a care, lest the slaughter doesn't end with dead rats.
Impossible! I feel the strength of my ancestors flowing through me.
What you feel, Gorrickson, is that pint of Estalian brandy you drank earlier.
You fought the Skaven before, haven't you, Gorrickson?
Aye, Dory, many times. They're like flies around dung.
Can we defeat them? Once and for all, I mean.
My kind have been trying for millennia, and I bet the elves want to be at it even longer.
It can mean no, dwarf. So.
Seems, Aaron, that it's too early to tell. Not all labors can be accomplished in a lifetime.
I'll wager good coin that there's an ambush ahead.
I'll not take that bet, Azumgi. Not the way our luck's been going.
What are you betting with anyway? You keep telling us you've no more coin.
Is it my fault that Alicia's a devil at cards? She cheats, I swear.
The pact is forged. Fister stronger than ever.
Into the road for you, vermin! You see that? Right in the Rakogri's eye.
You speak like there's skill to that clumsy weapon. Point and loose, that's all it is. This is a bleak place. It stinks of ruin and the collapse of empires. There is a time to everything, Kruber. Nothing lasts forever.
My Barbados will destroy your pathetic empire.
This time.
Will this darkness ever end? Even my fires do little to penetrate it.
Perhaps darkness is all that remains to us.
Sigmar's light will come again, if we are worthy of it. There are no survivors.
Kill.
Amongst my people, magic is considered a gift.
Whereas amongst mine, it's considered a curse.
Perhaps both are right. Gifts can spring from many sources, not all of them wholesome.
Leave them in twain!
How about a friendly contest? He or she who collects the most tails wins.
You think I'm carting Skaven tails around with me? Oh, disgusting!
His axe shone silver in the dark, his brow was rough all bold.
I've heard that one before. In an Altdorf tavern. The singer was drunk.
Nothing wrong with that. The Doom of Broggy Stonehand's a fine song to go with an ale or 12.
Sounds like a cheerful ballad.
Indeed it is. A fine tale of grudges settled and foemen lying like firewood on the mountainside.
I
The false
recall
moon
a
gives them
mention of
courage.
hell.
Aye, well, elves are somewhat present in the tale.
What?
I'll sing something else, shall I? The Sakrat's dead.
That's it!
Wonder what we
Make the
got.
rat bill pay!
Not all cruelties are equal, even amongst birds.
Duck next time, Kruber.
Oh, easy for you to say, Gorrickson. You're pre-ducked. Did you hear about Kislev? They say it's overrun by Northlanders.
It's a rare time that it's not, but they'll pull through. The ice of Kislev doesn't crack.
The trouble is, ice thaws, and the fires of damnation are raging.
My care would tell me. I've ancestors die at pine.
During the ambush, or when the dwarves threw down their weapons and begged for mercy.
That's it! Wait, what a...
Enough! Both of you!
Hold still, dwarf. I won't salt your wound.
Bring prize to brood.
Like a fish on a hook you were, Witelgi.
What's that I should make you like a boar on a spit, Hold Seeker?
Oh, you rubbish.
What's got shot?
Did you hear that the old Red Moon Inn was here around the docks? It burned down to the ground.
Well, it wasn't me, if that's what you're asking.
Right.
The false moon watches us like an evil eye.
Why do you call it false?
The true moon is an aspect of Lilia. This was created in mockery of her.
Don't weary our ears with this talk of false gods.
False! Your barbarian god king is nothing compared to the Champion of Heaven. They march like warriors, but they're still vermin.
This is a grim business, Gory.
It's all grim business these days.
It's better that way. When all hands are against you, the way forward is clear.
I don't understand your fear of magic, One-Eye.
It isn't magic I fear, but the corruption that comes with it.
But is corruption not just another name for weakness? Surely it's better to preach strength than instill fear.
I wouldn't expect an elf to understand.
I wouldn't expect you to. Your mind is like a locked box, sealed with words learned by rote.
This was a manling redoubt. Not anymore.
Once this land belonged to my kind, and it will do so again.
Well, you think humanity's doomed?
I do. If the dark gods don't end you, your own foolishness is sure to do so.
These are evil times.
Good! No one ever sings about uneventful days, but I'd like my kin to sing of my deeds.
Let us hope they sing better than you then, Hold Seeker.
Madriga Brenner drowned in that well, Modester. No one realized. Not until the water tasted amiss.
Bloody Skaven. They smash everything they can't eat and sprawl on everything they can't smash.
That's where you are wrong, Sergeant. A common misconception.
I'm wrong, sir?
Mindless destruction is the way of the beastmen and greenskins, Kruber. The Skaven plan, and strike with intent and precision. There's been settlements emptied of every soul overnight, be they taken as slaves or devoured, leaving not a roof tile disturbed. Only the victim's blood and the god-awful rat stink tells the tale.
Aye, I've heard the stories. Whole towns of good folk simply vanishing. Bloody disturbing.
Perhaps it is past time our realm stood as one with the humans.
Will not see such a day. We cultivate distrust as a farmer cultivates his crops.
It gives Saltspire certainty. I prefer to trust until someone wrongs me.
And then you hack his legs off.
For starters, no one makes a fool of me, Witelgi.
I shall endeavor to remember.
Do not trust in hope, it will betray you. Only faith and hatred sustains.
One-Eye is not wrong to fear the dark gods. These vermin are the least of their agents.
Sigmar protects us.
I'm not so sure. They did little to protect Kudos, right?
Sigmar protects only the worthy.
A fine excuse for inaction. God should care more about their folk.
If we survive this, I'll have a runesmith cast you a sword of good mountain steel.
A tall blessed blade will serve me well enough.
A god of wilderness? What does he know of forging weapons?
By the six holies!
This would be the mad dog mine the engineer mentioned. Bloody shame.
These are dark days, but at least Sylvania is caged.
The Geist haunted lair is sealed. But how?
Some wizard's trick, I hear. The Supreme Patriarch himself. I doubt it'll last.
We forgive me for letting this evil take root.
Who's she talking to?
The world.
Leech alone! Sergeant, you're staring.
Sorry, I've never been this close to an elf before. Fought on the same field as a few, but that's all.
And do I disappoint? Were you expecting something more otherworldly? Shimmering lights and soothing sounds?
That's not for me to say.
They
Found
see
ammunition
much.
for you lot.
More than they should, perhaps.
I'm hungry.
No, you're not.
I think I know my own stomach, thank you, Kruger.
It means that you're thirsty more than hungry. So fret not. You'll have your ale soon enough.
I hate this filthy city.
I dare say it thinks little of you, Elf.
This would be a training field for militia. Didn't seem to do them much good.
Shame to see the city so forlorn. There's a charm to these human settlements.
I'm not sure I see it. You've traveled to many of them?
Aye, one or two. Löwenhof was my favourite. Strong ale, trusting folk, heavy purses.
So you robbed them? Ah, there may be hope for you yet.
It was more than that.
Bretonian bells.
It's knights fight among themselves. They quarrel over get hunted.
You don't sound worried. I thought your realms were allies.
It's hardly my concern if two groups of mayflies fall to brawling with one another.
How much did you drink before we left, Dwarf?
Well, I don't see what concern that is of yours.
When my every conjuration all but sets your breath alight, then it's my concern.
Ah, good point, Saren. I shall endeavour not to exhale.
Back above ground? Good.
Yes, that's right. Can't risk a scar on that pretty face, can we?
Ah, you wouldn't understand. Your face was beyond saving from the day you were born.
You seem a bit quieter of late, Elf. Not that I'm complaining, you understand. Or that I want you to be quiet.
Relax, mayfly. No offence was taken. I've had bad dreams of late, that's all. A common affliction amongst my kind.
Yeah? Oh, I know what you mean. A couple of nights ago, I had this one with a giant squig, a Jagalampor, and Golkmar the Green. And I was naked too.
I confess that does sound terrifying. At least to any witnesses.
Oh, no need to be snippy. It put me right out of sorts, it did.
Would you prefer mine? With the pale queen and the mid-eye? And the dying flame? You know nothing of bad dreams, Kruger.
The dwarf fading! Stupid dwarf!